When we think about wisdom, we often imagine something strong and unchanging, like a mountain or a great old tree. But there is another kind of wisdom, one that we can see every day if we just pay attention. This is the wisdom of the wind. The wind does not have a shape of its own. It does not hold onto anything, and yet it moves mountains of sand, shapes the tallest trees, and cools the hottest days. The wind is always moving, always changing, and always free. If you close your eyes and listen, you can feel the wind passing by. Sometimes it is gentle, like a soft touch on your face. Sometimes it is strong, and you can hear it singing in the trees. No matter what, the wind never stays in one place. It is always flowing, always moving forward. In this way, the wind teaches us an important lesson. True wisdom is not about holding on or controlling everything. It is about knowing how to move with life, just like the wind. Sometimes life gives us difficult situations. We want to control what happens, or we want things to go our way. But if we try to hold on too tightly, we become stuck and unhappy. The wind teaches us that it is better to let go and move with what is happening. Just like the wind, we can find our own way to flow with life, to accept change, and to keep moving forward. In this way, the wisdom of the wind can become our own wisdom, helping us to live more peacefully and freely every day. If you spend time outside, you can see how the wind moves through nature. Watch the trees, the grass, or even a small leaf on the ground. When the wind blows, the branches bend, the grass dances, and the leaf lifts up and turns. None of these things fight against the wind. Instead, they follow its movement. They move with it, not against it. This is the natural way of things. In nature, there is no resistance to the wind. Everything knows how to flow with it, even the tallest and strongest trees. Sometimes, we forget that we are also part of nature. We try to make our lives go in a straight line, and we want to control what happens next. But nature does not move in straight lines. Rivers bend and turn, clouds change shape, and the wind never blows in just one direction for very long. If we pay attention to how the wind moves, we can learn to let go of our need for control. We can start to see that it is okay to change direction, to be soft, and to move with life's natural flow. Even when there is a storm, nature does not resist the power of the wind. The trees may bend, but they do not break easily. The grass may flatten, but it stands up again when the storm is over. By watching how nature responds to the wind, we can learn that being flexible and open is much better than being hard and closed. When we let ourselves move with the flow, we feel lighter and less stressed. In this way, nature shows us the simple truth. Life is always moving, and we can choose to move with it, just like everything else in the natural world. Many of us spend a lot of time trying to control the things around us. We plan our days, we set goals, and we hope that everything will go exactly as we want. But life often surprises us. Things change, problems appear, and sometimes nothing goes as planned. When this happens, we may feel frustrated or upset. We might try even harder to control everything. This is like standing against a strong wind and refusing to move. The harder we resist, the more tired we become. The wind shows us a different way. When you see a tree in the wind, it bends. It does not try to stop the wind or push it away. Instead, it lets the wind pass through its branches. The tree moves and sways, but it does not break. In the same way, when we stop resisting the changes and challenges in our lives, we feel less stress and pain. We can find peace even when things are difficult. Releasing resistance does not mean giving up. It means accepting that life is full of things we cannot control. It means trusting that we can handle what comes our way, even if it is not what we expected. When we stop fighting the wind, we find that we have more energy for the things that matter. We become more open to new ideas and new experiences. Our hearts feel lighter, and we can enjoy the present moment more fully. Think about something in your life that you are resisting right now. Is it possible to let go, just a little bit? Can you try to move with the wind instead of against it? Even a small step can bring a feeling of relief. The wind teaches us to release resistance and to trust the natural flow of life. Flexibility is one of the most important lessons we can learn from the wind. When the wind blows through a forest, you will see that some trees bend easily while others stay stiff. The trees that bend can survive even strong storms, but the trees that do not bend are more likely to break. In the same way, flexibility helps us stay strong during the storms of life. We all face moments when life does not go the way we expect. Maybe we lose something important to us, or maybe we have to make a big change. These moments can feel scary and uncomfortable. But if we are flexible, we can adjust to new situations. Flexibility does not mean we forget what is important or that we do not care. It means we find new ways to move forward, even when things are different from what we imagined. Imagine a river that meets a big rock in its path. The river does not stop or turn back. It simply moves around the rock and keeps flowing. This is the power of flexibility. When we are flexible, we do not let obstacles stop us. We look for new paths and new possibilities. We learn to work with what we have, instead of wishing things were different. The wind teaches us that it is okay to change our plans and to try new things. We do not have to hold on to one idea or one way of doing things. When we are open to change, we become more creative and stronger inside. We can handle challenges with more ease. Flexibility is not a weakness. It is a sign of wisdom and strength. The more we practice being flexible, the more peaceful and happy we can become, no matter what life brings. At first, people might think that the wind is only strong when it is loud and powerful, like during a storm. But most of the time, the wind is gentle and quiet. It touches your face softly, moves the leaves a little, and brings a cool feeling on a warm day. Even though this gentle wind is not strong in a physical way, it can change things over time. The wind can shape mountains, carry seeds to new places, and bring rain clouds across the sky. Its strength is often hidden in its gentleness. Many of us believe that we need to be strong in an obvious way. We think that being loud, firm, or forceful is the only way to succeed or protect ourselves. But there is another kind of strength, the strength that comes from being gentle, calm, and patient. Just as the gentle wind can slowly create big changes, our gentle actions can have a powerful effect on our lives and the people around us. When we choose to speak softly or act with kindness, it does not mean we are weak. In fact, it often takes more courage to stay calm and gentle, especially when we are upset or when others are angry. If we look at nature, we can see that gentleness and strength often go together. The grass grows tall, but it is soft to the touch. The wind moves the clouds, but it is invisible and light. If you are facing a difficult situation, try responding with gentleness. Speak quietly, listen carefully, and move slowly. You may find that this gentle way is much stronger than force. Like the wind, you can bring change in a peaceful way. Over time, this kind of strength will help you build deeper relationships and a calmer heart. The wind reminds us that true strength does not always have to shout. Sometimes it only needs to whisper. If you pay attention to the wind, you will notice that it does not hurry. Sometimes it moves quickly, and sometimes very slowly. The breeze can take its time, moving across the fields and through the city streets at its own pace. It does not rush, and it is never in a hurry to reach any destination. This is a quiet lesson about patience that we can learn from the breeze. In our daily lives, we are often in a rush. We want things to happen quickly. We get impatient if we have to wait, whether it is for a bus, a friend, or for some problem to be solved. This impatience can make us feel stressed and unhappy. But if we watch how the breeze moves, we can see another way to live. The breeze teaches us that it is okay to go slowly. It reminds us that not everything needs to happen right away. Sometimes, important things in life take time. Healing, learning, and growing all happen slowly, just like how the wind shapes the landscape over many years. If we learn to be patient, we can enjoy the journey instead of only thinking about the goal. We can find peace in each moment, even if things are not perfect or finished. When you feel impatient, take a deep breath and imagine the gentle breeze. Let yourself slow down, even just for a minute. Remember that the wind always gets where it needs to go, but it never forces its way. In the same way, patience will help you find your own path without rushing. Life is not a race, and every moment has its own value. The wind teaches us that with patience, we can enjoy each step along the way. Change is a natural part of life, but many people find it difficult to accept. We like what is familiar and comfortable. When something changes, even a small thing, we might feel afraid or worried. But if we look at the wind, we can see that change is always happening. The wind is never the same from one moment to the next. It shifts directions, grows stronger, becomes gentle, and sometimes disappears completely, only to return again. The wind accepts these changes without hesitation. If we want to live more peacefully, we need to learn to accept change with grace. This means facing changes with a calm mind and an open heart, instead of fighting against them. Just as the wind moves around obstacles and finds new paths, we can also look for new opportunities when life changes. Sometimes, a change that seems difficult at first can lead us to a better place or help us grow in ways we did not expect. Grace does not mean pretending that everything is easy. It means allowing ourselves to feel our emotions, but not letting fear or anger control us. When we accept change with grace, we trust that we can handle whatever comes, just like the wind always finds a way to move forward. Even when the direction is unclear, the wind does not stop flowing. It continues on its journey, adapting to whatever it meets. Next time you face a change, remember the wind. Take a deep breath and let yourself flow with what is happening. Trust that, like the wind, you can adjust and find your own way forward. With time, accepting change becomes easier, and life feels less heavy. The wind teaches us to meet every change, not with fear, but with gentle strength and grace. Life is always moving, just like the wind. Sometimes we feel like we are in control, and everything is going smoothly. Other times, we feel lost, or pushed in a direction we did not choose. In these moments, it can be hard to know what to do. But if we watch the wind and how it moves, we see that it does not try to control where it goes. The wind simply moves with the currents of the air, finding its own way through every change. In our lives, we also have currents. These are the situations, feelings, and events that guide us from one place to another. Sometimes the current is strong, and we move quickly. Other times, it is gentle, and we move slowly. Instead of fighting against these currents, we can try to move with them. This does not mean we have no choices. It means we pay attention to what is happening around us and within us. We look for signs and listen to our hearts, just as the wind listens to the world around it. Moving with life's currents can help us feel less tired and more at peace. We stop wasting energy on things we cannot change. Instead, we learn to trust the journey, even if we do not know the final destination. Like the wind, we can explore new paths, meet new people, and learn new lessons along the way. If you ever feel stuck or unsure, remember how the wind moves. Let yourself go with the flow of life for a while. Trust that, just like the wind, you will find your way. Sometimes, the best thing we can do is to move gently with the currents, allowing life to show us new possibilities and directions we might never have imagined. There is something special about the way the wind moves. It is never worried about the past or the future. It is only present in the moment, touching the world as it passes by. The wind does not think about where it came from or where it will go next. It simply exists, moving through each moment with complete freedom. This is a lesson we can bring into our own lives. Many times, our minds are busy with thoughts about yesterday or tomorrow. We remember old problems or worry about things that have not happened yet. This can make us feel heavy and tired. But if we look at the wind, we can see another way. The wind shows us how to be fully in the present. When we pay attention to what is happening right now, we can feel lighter and more peaceful. Try to notice the small things around you, the sound of the breeze, the warmth of the sun, or the feeling of your feet on the ground. When you do this, you are not lost in your thoughts. You are living in the moment, just like the wind. This does not mean you forget about your responsibilities or dreams. It means that for a little while, you let yourself experience the world as it is, without judgment or worry. The wind reminds us that every moment is unique. Once it has passed, it will not return in the same way. If we learn to become one with the moment, we can enjoy life more deeply. We can appreciate the simple things and find happiness in places we did not expect. The wind teaches us to be here, now, and to make the most of every moment we are given. As we reach the end of this talk, let us remember the gentle wisdom the wind offers us. The wind moves freely, accepts every change, and flows with whatever life brings. It teaches us to be flexible, to find strength in gentleness, to be patient, and to move with life's currents. Most of all, it shows us the beauty of living fully in each moment. Life is always changing, just like the wind. Sometimes it is calm and gentle, and other times it is strong and unexpected. No matter what comes, we can learn to move through life with a soft heart and an open mind. By following the way of the wind, we can find peace, even in difficult times, and discover new possibilities when we least expect them. Every day brings a new moment, a new chance to flow with life and see the world with fresh eyes. I am truly grateful to everyone who has taken the time to watch this video. Your support, whether through your kind likes, subscribing to this channel, leaving thoughtful comments, sending super thanks, or becoming a channel member, means a great deal to me. It is a joy to know that these words may touch your heart and bring some peace to your day. Thank you for being part of this journey together. May you find gentle winds in your own life and let them guide you toward peace, understanding, and happiness. Whenever you feel uncertain or challenged, perhaps you will remember the lessons of the wind and let them help you flow more freely. Wishing you all the best as you continue on your own unique path.